So I thought I'd do a quick tour of my new base on RPG Craft, which is a server that I run. So I've built it in a swampy area in this mountain here. So I sort of featured it around this curve in the mountain here. Get the boat. So the whole mountain is very much has this curve here. So first thing, you got the dock, you got the two statues, you got a wheat farm over there, which is mainly there just for looks. I'm slowly building a wall go around there, and I'll probably build one up and around here as well. This little section of the wall here, glowstone and leaves, and it's a bit hard to see at the moment, but at night it sort of lights up and fades off, being darker up here, which looks pretty cool. You can sort of see it, but yeah, it doesn't look as good as when it is night time. So yeah, you can see where I've finished the wall here. This section is pretty much just all wheat. There's nothing really fancy there. One of the big sections of the base is this nether portal here. It's one of the first things you see, minus the two statues here. I haven't actually built anything in the other side of the portal yet. The area is actually pretty but what can you do? There's nothing behind the statues here, but I will be making some pathways in these areas. This one over here actually leads to the wheat farm. So over here we've got stables. So there's my skeleton horse there. The rest of them are empty. Up here to the right we've got the enchanting area, which has quite a nice view of swamp. We've got lots of ender chests around the place. Lots of anvils. In here will be a brewing room. I haven't really done much with this area yet. And again, a view of the swamp from here. We'll put some nether warts in here and got some mushrooms there. Up here is where my bed is, as well as my pets. So I got my parrots here, my two dogs there, my bed. Nothing super fancy. You got a nice view as well of the area around. You can see I've been slowly going through and lighting the place up. Little brick there. So under here is my teleport scroll room, which I'll show in a second. This is my chest room. So various things. Just your normal chest room, nothing really fancy. But up here, got a view of the area behind the mountain. Down here I've got my smelter input and output. So anything you put in here goes down into the automated smelter, and anything that has been smelted comes back to here as well. I've got this hopper here, has a comparator in it. So if this hopper gets half filled, it then turns off the dropper that sends items up this water elevator to go into that chest. Which, if we hang around, we might see something. Head up in there. So this is the teleport scroll room. So I've only got the two scrolls at the moment. But anytime I hand out a scroll to my base, it takes you to this room here. Check if we can see something pop up here. Oh, there we go, baked potato. A baked potato will then go into that dropper, and then into this chest here. So the baked potato has come from this villager here. So this is just your normal villager automated baked potato farm. It uses the light level 7, I don't know whether you call it a glitch or not, villager thing here. So villagers can place crops in any light level, but crops can't exist below level 8. So these two blocks here actually have a light level of 7, so when he places a crop on that, it instantly drops off, and it's picked up by the two minecart hoppers underneath it, which then send it down through the automated smelter. This is a new project that I'm working on, so I'm not too sure whether this level will work or not, but this will be a villager breeder. If it doesn't work, I'm not really using it for that purpose. I do have a chest here for carrots. So up here, this is what this whole area is for. We'll be making an iron golem farm. So the idea is the iron golems spawn, they fall into the water, and they're pushed down into here, where they get their head stuck in the lava, die, and their iron ends up the hoppers, and then that will be go through here and connect it up to the output from the smelter to then go back to the chest room. So the smelter that I keep talking about is located under here. So this is it here. So I think it's 10 chests. See, here we go, we're smelting a couple of things here. It is fueled by carpet, which, as you can see, isn't the most efficient fuel. You don't get very much cooking time from one carpet. I think it's just over 2 carpet for 1 potato. Yeah. But I've got this chest here full of carpet, and I've got a carpet duper up above us, and so this comparator turns on or turns off the carpet duper depending on how full it is. So if we start taking stuff out, there we go, so now the duper's on, put it back, and the duper will turn off. So the duper is up top. So that's the carpet duper there. So it's actually 2 carpet dupers, which is probably overkill for what I need. But you know, I've got a rail duper here, which works on the same principle. It shoots the rails forwards. They drop down to the hopper, which come to this chest, and they're sent back through the smelter's output, which, yeah, as you can see, fires it on this dropper and waterway. So how I've got this set up is the dropper shoots it out, comes down into this hopper here, this is the border of the chunk here. So this is one chunk, this is the next chunk. So that hopper then puts it into the dropper in the next chunk, sends it down, and that continues. So there's a dropper and a hopper per chunk. The idea behind doing that is if you unload a chunk while... so if you just had the one stream of water and unload the chunk, you could potentially lose your items. This just minimises that risk. And it continues all the way down to here, and you can hear all the different redstone clocks I've got running for moving the items around, which luckily you can't hear when you're up here. You might get to see some more things go up there. Probably not. So, yeah. Got a little cow farm here, which I was using for the picture frames for the chest room. Don't really have a use for it now, but I'll keep them around just in case I need them. I do have 1 sheep here for wool, but yeah, other than that, it's pretty much it so far. So I just thought I'd add, I will put a link to the server in the description, so if you do find this video, you can jump in and have a look. The server's up 24/7. It's an anarchy server. You can do what you want. I do have plugins to stop hacking though. There are also some other plugins that tweak the gameplay a little bit. We've got infernal mobs and boss mobs, just to make the game a little bit more difficult. The server is on hard difficulty as well. We do have MC MMO as well for special abilities. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty vanilla survival server. Just sort of tweaked to be a bit more difficult than normal and to be a bit more rewarding. So thanks for dropping in. I hope to see you around.